Human genetic engineering is a topic discussed around the world. Scientists are getting closer and closer to figuring out how to change one's genes safely and effectively. Ideally, human genetic engineering is going to be used to fix defective human genes that cause diseases. There are two types of human genetic engineering, somatic and germline. It is easy to get the two confused. Somatic is meant to only modify genes in specific organs and tissues without changing the genes in the egg or sperm in oneself. Somatic engineering is made to cure an existing disease or condition. Germline is completely opposite of somatic and is meant to affect the genes in egg, sperm, and or the embryo in early stages of development. That means it will affect every cell created afterwards in the growing embryo. Germline engineering is also meant to affect the future offspring of the individual who get genetically modified. So to recap, somatic is only affects the individual, and germline affects the individual and his or her offspring. Now that you know more about human genetic engineering, I'm going to now talk about why this would be useful. The world has a problem. That is, many people are dying or suffering of genetic diseases or conditions because there is no cure. But with human genetic engineering, you can have the defective gene replaced so your disease or condition is cured. One condition that I have that I got from my parents, who got it from their parents, is migraine. I did some research and it has been proven that most migraines are genetic and is a mutation in one's KCNK18 gene. If human genetic engineering is promised to cure genetic diseases like cystic fibrosis, I am sure it would be able to cure my family's migraine condition. By replacing the KCNK18 gene, I will be free of my migraines that cause me a lot of distress on a daily basis, and it will make my life a whole lot better. But there has been a lot of speculation about the pros and cons of human genetic modification. Well, we know it can really be good because it could save lives by changing the defective genes of people. There are also downsides to this. One reason human genetic modification is speculated is because people will use it in the wrong way, and people will abuse it and use it to make their kids stronger, smarter, more athletic, and so on. This is wrong and what I consider cheating, kind of like using steroids or something in sports. Scientists also think that they can also possibly create new diseases by mixing DNA or start infections because the body isn't used to being genetically altered. Also, people are against human genetic modification because of religion. They consider it to be playing God and or tampering with God's work. Human genetic modification is also looked upon as bad because they say it will cost a lot of money, which meaning only the wealthy could afford it. This could over time lead to distinct physical differences between the rich and poor, creating many social problems. That's it for today. Thank you.